Welcome to Highway Herald, your guide to the latest in automotive news. Today, we're exploring a significant shift in the industry. Demand for electric vehicles is plummeting, leaving manufacturers in a state of panic. It's astonishing how quickly these giants abandoned their internal combustion engine pursuits to chase the EV craze. For decades, they crafted vehicles that enthusiasts loved, but when the EV hype peaked, they jumped ship faster than a racer at the green light. Let's unpack how they found themselves in this predicament. Number 6. Public resistance to EV adoption. One significant factor influencing resistance to electric vehicles is the deep passion of car buyers, especially those investing in high-end brands like Ferrari and Lamborghini. For these enthusiasts, purchasing a Ferrari or Lamborghini is about embracing an exhilarating experience tied to the powerful roar of an internal combustion engine. The essence of these brands is intertwined with the heart-pounding performance that an ICE delivers, making skepticism toward electric versions understandable. Imagine hitting the gas in a Ferrari that purrs instead of roars. Something feels fundamentally amiss. The absence of that legendary engine sound strips away a crucial aspect of what makes these cars special. High-end manufacturers thrive on the emotional connection between the driver and the machine. The raw sound and mechanical feedback are what enthusiasts crave. Luxury car buyers harbor skepticism about whether EVs can match the excitement that ICE vehicles deliver. For them, the allure of tradition and the visceral driving experience outweigh any technological advancements. Without the iconic engine roar, an electric Ferrari loses a substantial part of its identity, a sentiment echoed by Lamborghini and other premium brands. For these aficionados, traditional engines symbolize their commitment to craftsmanship and engineering. Number 5. The role of EVs in the transition. EVs often lack the character and charm that traditional internal combustion engine vehicles offer. Iconic brands like Jaguar, Alfa Romeo, and Aston Martin have built their reputations on thrilling driving experiences, exhilarating engines, meticulous craftsmanship, and the joy of pressing the accelerator. With the rise of EVs, this essence tends to evaporate, leaving a silent, sterile driving experience that feels more like operating an appliance than enjoying a car filled with personality. As the industry shifts toward electric, brands risk losing the qualities that made them extraordinary. The iconic growl of a Jaguar, the spirited handling of an Alfa, and the raw power of an Aston Martin could fade into mediocrity. These brands, once celebrated for their distinctiveness, may produce vehicles that are virtually indistinguishable from one another. The EV landscape offers little diversity. It centers on batteries and electric motors. This one-size-fits-all approach risks creating a fleet of vehicles that lack character and innovation. True automotive enthusiasts desire more, especially from brands with rich histories and unique identities. By transitioning to EVs, automakers aren't just moving away from their legacy, they're jeopardizing the soul of their cars. Number 4. The influence of propaganda. Let's not overlook the role of propaganda in this equation. It can dramatically sway entire industries. Car manufacturers, once proud of their internal combustion engine advancements, became captivated by the push for green technology and the allure of electric vehicles. In their haste to appear progressive, they turned their backs on the technologies that propelled them to success. One shocking revelation is that legendary brands like Jaguar, Alfa Romeo, and Aston Martin are committing to going fully electric by 2030. These icons built their reputations on powerful engines and engineering excellence. Now, they're abandoning their heritage for an electric dream. For a brand like Jaguar, known for its luxurious appeal and storied past, this pivot feels like a betrayal. How can an electric Jaguar embody the legacy of the E-Type, once hailed as the most beautiful car in the world? The rumble of an ICE engine has always been part of these brands' identities, creating a genuine connection between driver and machine. A silent battery-powered car cannot replicate that thrill. While these companies erase their history, the demand for EVs is nosediving, making this shift even harder to digest. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore number 3. What's behind the shift? The electric vehicle market is showing signs of fatigue, with rising costs, limited driving range, and inadequate charging infrastructure turning potential buyers away. Longtime fans of luxury brands like Jaguar, Alfa Romeo, and Aston Martin feel betrayed. These customers have invested years, sometimes decades, into brands that embodied craftsmanship, performance, and passion. The abrupt decision to transition fully to electric vehicles has strained that deep-rooted relationship, leading to a brewing backlash. Automakers, once champions of engineering excellence, are increasingly viewed as sellouts to the EV hype. This shift jeopardizes their short-term viability and threatens the emotional connections they've built with customers over generations. Many brands mistakenly believe a seamless transition to EVs will automatically retain their loyal following. However, as demand for electric cars continues to wane, this assumption proves misguided. The idea that consumers will rush to swap their internal combustion engine vehicles for electric ones by 2030 is becoming wishful thinking. The reality is that consumers aren't ready, as the necessary infrastructure is lacking and the initial excitement surrounding EVs has faded. Brands are now questioning how long they can sustain this dream before it turns into a nightmare. Number 2, the drop in EV demand. Reports of declining EV sales and production cuts from industry giants like Ford and Audi reveal a stark contrast to the optimistic projections we've heard for years. Consumer enthusiasm for electric vehicles is waning. For example, Ford's F-150 Lightning, marketed as the electric version of America's best-selling truck, is experiencing output cuts due to low demand just a few years after its launch. Audi is facing similar challenges, reducing EV production as sales stagnate. These issues highlight a broader trend. The aggressive push for electric vehicles is faltering. A major factor is pricing. While EVs were touted as affordable, many come with steep price tags that consumers find hard to justify compared to traditional internal combustion engine vehicles. Additionally, numerous EVs fail to deliver the expected range or convenience, further dampening interest. This isn't just a temporary setback. It suggests that the transition to electric vehicles isn't progressing as automakers anticipated. With rising prices, inadequate charging infrastructure, and declining demand, consumers are hesitant to part with their reliable ICE vehicles, raising serious doubts about mass EV adoption and leading to a rapid decline in demand. Number 1, the impact of the energy crisis. The EV industry is grappling with significant challenges due to the 2024 energy crisis. Soaring electricity prices across Europe and parts of the US are causing potential EV buyers to rethink the economics of electric vehicle ownership. The promise of affordable, clean transportation is diminished as electricity costs in some regions now exceed gasoline prices. In Germany, the government struggled to balance its energy mix after phasing out nuclear power and reducing reliance on Russian gas has led to skyrocketing electricity prices, making EVs less competitive. Consequently, EV sales in the region have plummeted as consumers opt for more predictable and cheaper internal combustion engine vehicles. Additionally, the energy crisis exposes weaknesses in EV charging infrastructure. In California, rolling blackouts during summer 2024 left many EV owners unable to charge their vehicles, raising doubts about the state's electrification plans. With energy prices remaining volatile and infrastructure lagging, automakers are questioning the sustainability of their EV ambitions. If the energy crisis persists, it could further derail EV adoption and create uncertainty about the pathway to a greener future. If you found this discussion insightful, please subscribe to Highway Herald for the latest vehicle news and videos. What are your thoughts on the EV market challenges? Is the shift to electric vehicles sustainable, or are we at a turning point? Share your experiences in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.